here I am working in the garden, you guys. I got my red t-shirt on. Wanted to point out about the university because it is the university here in my game. Yes, and I have been here in the garden, just working. I want to show you some of the stuff I have made. I want you to see the elephant ears and how they have grown. I want you to see them. Here's one of them. It is so cute, you guys. Yeah, and the other one's over here. Look at those. They have grown. Yeah, I've been outside playing with my pink frisbee, you guys. We've been feeding the birds. Got a little bird bath over here. I'm going to be updating this. I need a bigger bowl, obviously. I put this here. They still have not found it. They will, though. I'm not worried about that. I got my little fairy garden over here. Right here by my tree. This tree is wonderful. It's a grand portal. I feed my tree. This tree loves me. I've got my little fairies. Places out here. Yeah, and someday I want to go through that door, you guys, and go inside the big tree. It will be so fun to go into the log. Yeah, and then the rosemary's come up. My lemon balm. I'm guessing it didn't survive. It's not here. But good thing we planted more, so it will be coming over here. Here's these elephant ears. Notice how they're like scrolled up. They're in a scroll. They pop out and then they unroll and then they just wave at me all the time. Speaking of waves, yeah, when I was driving down the highway at mile marker 144, there was no wind, you guys. There was no wind blowing, but at mile marker 144 on my grand travels, there was a tree like jumped right out at me because it was waving like crazy. None of the other trees was. I noticed it, and I was like, it's so fitting that that tree was waving at me right there at that number. So yeah, I was going to take you over here and show you what I did yesterday. Okay, and I have lots of spider plants or airplane plants, whatever you want to call them. Got them out here by the Red Cross, next to my blue heart there. And I want to point out how I planted them and they do come back every year. I was told they don't, and I just thought, you know what? Most people have told me stuff and they've been wrong. I'm going to try it out on my own. So yeah, I put it out, and guess what? Every single one I planted came back this year, so I will be doing that, and that's what I did. I planted a whole bunch here because I love how big and wispy they get. We'll do some updates together. Planted some sweet potatoes here before the winter, and they have came back. I'm super excited about it. I planted one yesterday here, and I'm not sure if it's going to make it, but we'll see. Here's the resilient climbing ivy. I've killed this for like 13 plus years, and it's resilient. It comes back every single time. So yeah, it's kind of like the tree's permanent friend, just like this bush here. I planted those all over, and I am going to attempt to buy some little stake lights that are solar lights that will kind of light this up at night, because I like to come outside at nighttime in the summer. I did all of that. The cilantro here has more than doubled, and some of the other cilantro plants I planted, they are coming up, you guys. They're coming up, and I'm just going to have to keep watering them because I wanted this whole thing to be cilantro, and I'm hoping they'll be successful. And usually what I do is I plant the seeds in a pot and I care for them, and then I transplant. But this bed here is my experimental bed where I just throw the seeds in and just, help it along. We'll see how it goes. Lemon balm right there. Here's my cilantro plant now. It's going to have lots of flowers and seeds for me, and I'm so excited because this was the biggest cilantro plant I've ever grown. It comes up to like almost my shoulders. Well, not my shoulders, but Yeah, probably like halfway up my body so far. Okay, and then my oregano's popped out. It's doing great. The kale is still here. And look at these onions. Oh my gosh, they are huge. I'm going to harvest some of those today. I got cilantro growing up in here, and other plants too. Yeah, I'm going to harvest some green onions today. I came out and did it yesterday, and this is kind of what I do. I just come out here and just snip. Just snip as I go. Don't worry, they come back. They come back, you guys. So yeah, we planted a whole bunch of flowers. I was going to do more digging today, but after yesterday and all the digging I did there, I'm kind of tired. I have some plants here that we moved. I've got them in some buckets of water. You know, just to kind of let them grow some little roots. So when I transplant them, they won't be in like such a shock, you know. But I got a row. Let me turn around and show you. We got some plants over here. We've got lots more plants to be planted. I've got some weeding to do. I got some mulching to do. This is a part of our chaos garden. We thought we would try a little bit of different experiments this year, like a chaos garden, where we just plant a bunch of bean seeds and see what happens. Got a bunch of plants. Got a bunch of sunflower seeds planted in this row here. I transplanted this because I had it in a pot with another plant that was like choking it out. Couldn't figure out why it was dying. It was dying because it was being choked out by the other plant. So I had to give the other plant its own pot, give this one a new pot, and I watered it. Think it's going to do good. Here's some more plants here we have growing. I got this basket, getting ready to transplant those potatoes that we planted. Look at how big the potatoes are. And I got to get this in the ground because this is a bunch of potatoes I could have. So what I'm going to do is dig a hole. I got to put some more fencing around this. But I'm going to put some straw in there. Go straw a little bit around there. Dirt. Put a little bit of straw on top. And let those grow up again. And then I'm going to put some more dirt on top so I can have me a tower of potatoes. I got some more seeds over there for some chaos planting. This is what all I have to weed to eat or pluck out, but most of these, like this wild lettuce, I'm going to keep letting it grow because, you know, it's medicine. So I plan on harvesting some of that today. I'm going to harvest some of these flowers. Try to do this before the rain. I heard there might be rain coming. Yeah, I got those. Let's come over here so I could show you. Here's the fire pit. We've got a lot of little pieces of wood there to burn before I can create my beach again and put my shells out. But it will get burnt. Have no fear. I will clean it all up. Yep, and here's all the spider plants that were in my window over this winter that I grew in my window. They're all doing pretty good. Some of them are going to need some more dirt, and some of them will need to be transplanted here in a little bit. These are all the individual plants now that we have. We did all the transplanting yesterday, and I will tell you, since I woke up, they've more than doubled just because I put them in their big pot. And we've got some more still sprouting, so these will have to be transplanted too. Some more lemon balm. The sage is flowering. The peas will get to travel. Have a great time. Here's some of the plants. Here's some more of the plants. I have more to plant. I have more seeds to start. Need more dirt. Need more dirt. Need more time. I need it to make the garden pretty. Yeah, and I need to remember to water. I gotta remember to water the garden just right. I gotta figure out which plants need water because I overwatered my aloe vera and it almost died. Some of them need water, some don't need as much. But, you know, that's just what I've learned.